When you draw from memory, sometimes you forget. In fact, I often forget. And today we have a weird Ivysaur for you, as well as a Litwick and a Doomhound. It's going to be great. Kicking it off, we got Litwick first, and I didn't know what this Pokemon was, but I knew the word wick was in there, and I didn't know what to do with Flit. So I decided that it was a burned down candle, sort of like what if Lumiere, but instead of his candle just remaining as he burned it, it eventually started to fall apart. It was really a horror in that sense. But yeah, so I decided that we needed to get some real, stressed out vibes on this guy, and a big old fire just slowly ending his life. It's really quite fun. I think I tried to do arms for a little bit. That didn't really work out. Who do you think the cutest Pokemon is? Because, I've seen Litwick now, and Litwick is incredibly cute. But there must be other cute ones, right? Litwick's got to be up there. I am trying to think. Pika? Is it called Pika? The little Pikachu is pretty cute. I also have a soft spot for even just Jigglypuff and those OG cute ones, even though they're a little bit weird. So yeah, as we got this candle coming together, I also wanted to put it on a stand because I thought just the stub of a candle wouldn't be that great. So I did a little bit of work to redesign the base here and put underneath it some kind of candelabra stand thing just to give those drips a little bit more life. The phrase burning a candle at both ends is really bizarre, right? Because it's impractical, let alone dangerous and, gonna ruin a candle. I know it's an idiom, and idioms don't have to make a lot of sense, but, taking the time to open a candle up so you can burn it from both ends and then finding a way to hold it, it's just a fire hazard. And so I'm happy that this guy just has the one wick coming out the top. It's a fleeting wick as he is slowly becoming lesser. Do I give him hands? I might give him hands here. Maybe I don't keep them. Nope, they're gone. Bye! That's art for you. Sometimes you just gotta erase things. Try things and see what works. I say a lot that this channel is all about having fun with art, and I hope that comes across. I really don't take what I do all that seriously. I try when we're doing live streams, be them here on YouTube on Wednesdays or on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. When I'm streaming, I try to make it more about having fun than being critical of my work. Like any creative person, I feel critical of my work, especially when I'm creating it, but that's okay. Some of those feelings are important and good, and we're allowed to have them, of course, but we also don't want them to dominate what we do. And so I try really hard to focus on the fun. That's why weird candles that are existential horrors are really, just there to brighten our day. What an argument. But yeah, I'm all about having fun with art. I try my best to make these videos entertaining. If you have tips or ideas on how to make these videos better, I would love to hear them. I am trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to do good things, and I feel like I've got some quality drawing, but I don't necessarily have the exposure I need, and I'm not that great at clickbait or social media. In fact, I don't really want to become clickbaity, because if I become too clickbaity, it becomes a real job. And I'd rather have a fake job, I guess, doing YouTube videos. Anyways, this guy's coming together here. We're just sort of finishing out this core shape of his candle holder. Trying to get a little bit of style to this guy. I'm not sure if I love the way the candle holder turns out. It's a little bit stagnant for what I was hoping, but sometimes you got to do the art and move on, right? Imperfect is perfectly fine. And yeah, so we're going to get to the final reveal here, and we'll catch you for the next one. Ivysaur. Now this is the old school Pokemon, right? This is number 3. Is water Pokemon first? Anyways, I don't know. Is Bulbasaur first, or is Squirtle first, or is Charmander first? Anyways, this is the top 9, probably top 8 because it's the middle evolution. And I thought for sure I knew what Ivysaur looked like. I did get confused and make Venusaur. Now that I'm saying it, I don't know. Whatever. Oh, I get confused sometimes when I'm doing these videos. I decided for the open top bulb with vines coming out of it because Ivysaur felt like Ivy, but in retrospect, Venusaur would have the vines. And so I went with that sort of Bulbasaur-esque body with the Venusaur-esque top. And then I realized I don't know what goes inside. What goes inside Bulbasaur? Ivysaur's bud. I don't really know. So I went off the deep end and decided that the most sensible thing to put in there was a little Pikachu who was driving the Ivysaur. And so you'll see me here in a second just start sketching in the basics of a Pikachu because I knew nothing better to do with this. So yeah. I kind of like the idea of Pokemon being vehicles. They do that in Arceus or Arceus, however you say that. Don't come at me. Right? You ride them to the different zones, and it kind of just feels like fun. I don't know why a Pikachu is driving this particular Ivysaur. Maybe it's something that could happen in like an anime or something. I don't know. I also gave him some real Oscar the Grouch eyes. Like when I look at these now, I just look at them and I say, oh, yeah, that's Oscar the Grouch. Just like angry and mad at the world. Oops. Although it does change when I make these tiny little pupils instead of the big ones that I had. What was your OG starter? If you played Red, what was your OG starter? If you didn't play Red, what's your other starter? I just know the OG one's the best because they're the ones I played the most. I was a Charmander guy. From the get-go. My starter was Charmander, and I never looked back. I have played, of course, with the other ones in various replays of Pokemon, but Charmander remains my favorite. What's yours? I went for these big elephanty toes, but I thought that was going to be right, and then I realized later that he definitely has, like, toes that extend out of his feet and aren't just, like, flat-footed. And yeah, this part of the process is really all about getting those vines in there, getting the details in, trying to get those shapes just right on these leaves. I do a lot of my sketch work very loose so that I don't bind myself too hard to an idea until I'm in there trying to make the shapes work for line art. You can see me here like refining Pikachu ever so slightly in how I do my line art and being okay with that, right? A sketch is not the end result. The sketch is just a chance to try. And you can always try new things by sketching again or just drawing on top of your sketch and seeing what comes of it. It's a guide to help create basically a shortcut between you and the finished piece of art. We're getting everything in here. These vines are going to get some leaves soon, just to make them a little bit cooler. And ultimately, we will have a Pikachu driving an Ivysaur. That's definitely not an Ivysaur, but you'll be able to see it and the original in the final reveal. We'll get there shortly, and we'll see you for the last Pokemon today. Doomhound. I was so excited for Doomhound because I felt like Doomhound was at least one that I had a sense of what it was going to be, right? It's a dog. It's a dark type Pokemon. So it's got to be like a little bit evil and a little bit doggy. And evil in drawing means pointy. And yeah, so I started working on a long, strong dog, sort of like a, what is it? Like a Rottweiler. One of those like pointy dogs. Anyways, and I thought it would be fun if he was sort of like, getting ready to like point towards the doom. Like he's calling out the doom because he's a Doomhound. And then, I couldn't quite remember what the details of him were. And I was like, just pointing doesn't really get us doom. Maybe he needs a doom sign. Sort of like a apocalyptic message. That doom is coming, a portent of a dark future. Doom. That's right, we got our Doomhound here. Get his little doom sign on, nice and cute. I do really like the shapes that this ends up projecting. Ultimately, when I get my line art in here, there's something really nice about some of the forms that came in the sketching here. And I really felt like when I was drawing it, I was getting the detail that I really wanted. Is there a type of Pokemon that you haven't seen yet that you really wish there was? Like, this is a dog type Pokemon, clearly. When I say type, not like typing, but like it's based off of a dog. Is there an animal that they have yet to do that we really should have? Like, is there an axolotl one? Axolotls are like all the rage, right? There must be an axolotl one. I'll have to look that up. But is there an animal that's missing from the Pantheon? Because they got all sorts of stuff, right? Like, they've got cows, they've got tigers, they've got woolly mammoths, I think, even. You got all sorts of Pokemon, but is there maybe a Pokemon that's underrepresented? I'm really good at talking. That's why I do these voiceovers. I like a good doom and gloom portent, you know? A nice funny sign telling you that life is about to end tomorrow. It really just brings a brightness to the day, don't you think? And this Pokemon, I can just imagine on the street corners of Cerulean City. Is that a Pokemon city? I think it is. Just doom, doom. I really do like the way this one turns out. I love the way the line work really emphasizes some of those course shapes, really gives it some pointiness and some good times. We're going to get the line art finished here, and I'll see you for the final reveal. And the OG Pokemon as well. And that's going to be it for our drawing Pokemon from memory today. These Pokemon turned out great. Litwick, Ivysaur, Doomhound, they're all here, and they're all lovely in my opinion. Which one's your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below. Do I need to do more of these Pokemon from memory? I would love to hear your suggestions and ideas for videos in the future. I am, as I said, trying to grow this channel, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm on the march to 1,000. This year it's going to happen, and I just want people to join me on this journey. I like having fun with art. I like being a positive person on the internet, and I feel like I can do that best with this fun channel. So help me out, give me suggestions, drop a comment, say hi, do all the stuff. Honestly, I just hope you have yourself a great day. Take care of yourself, love yourself. You are worthy of love and good things. And don't forget it. Till next time, friends, keep being awesome. Bye.